Hey sis,
Hey.
what are you doing?
Oh, nothing much. How about you?
Oh, just walking through. Is this one of your Wiccan rituals?
Yeah, it is.
Wow, I'd love to see it.
Come watch me. The first step is to plan your space. The next step is to take a bath and cleanse. The next step is to ground yourself. Call the elements to be present in your space. Start clockwise, starting east. Air, which is the smoke. Fire, the burning thing. Water. Earth. And the spirit of them all together. Visualize your goal and meditate on it. Take some time to cast your spell. Then, thank your god or goddess. Okay, I know a little bit about Wiccanism. I know that now we have to thank each god and goddess, and we have to worship the icons and truly meditate on them. Then we have to thank the elements in reverse order. Then we have to open up the circle and release all residual energy.
After the ritual is over, I know that we have to take time to drink non-alcoholic wine and cake. Other than this, you could also visualize roots growing in the ground, hugging a friend, or patting yourself down to feel grounded.
I'm also recording my experiences in the Book of Shadows. The Book of Shadows is a book containing religious texts and instructions for magical rituals found within the neo-pagan religion of Wicca.
Who can own these books?
Initially, it was only given to the single high priest, but now it's encouraged for every Wiccan to have one.
Awesome, so I could have one?
Yeah. Hold on. Wiccanism is one of the largest minority religions in the world, 750,000 members. That would make Wicca the 5th largest organized religion in the United States, behind Christianity, Islam, Judaism, and Hinduism. However, it's virtually unknown by the general public. This is because almost all Wiccans hide their religious belief and practices.
Okay, so what do you guys believe?
Wiccans celebrate a polytheistic religion. They worship multiple supreme beings, both masculine and feminine, gods and goddesses. For most Wiccans, the gods and goddesses are seen as complementary polarities in the universe that balance one another out. Most Wiccans believe that the god and the goddess are genuine beings and exist independently, while some Wiccans believe that they are simply symbolic of these polarities. This interpretation of belief is similar to the idea of Genesis found in Christianity. While all Christians believe we are formed in God's divine plan, some believe in the creation story verbatim.
Okay, so the first question, where did you learn about Wiccanism?
I started researching it online, just out of curiosity.
And what made you want to pursue this lifestyle?
I like some of the concepts of it.
The idea of equality.
I like the idea of equality for men and women, and putting out good energy into the universe and getting it back.
And were your parents, friends, and acquaintances accepting of this?
I really didn't share that with them. I believe that your religion is your personal choice, so it's kind of a private decision for me.
So are your rituals more open or are they more private?
Say it again?
Are your rituals more open or private?
They're private.
How do you practice?
Well, I incorporate some crystals in with which what you call spells. They're not really spells. They're more just like rituals of putting out energy into the world and asking for things. It's like a prayer.
Are there certain things that you have to do every day as a Wiccan?
No, there are no daily requirements except staying grounded and respecting the earth.
What is the most common misconception about Wiccanism?
Probably that Wiccans believe in the devil, and that is not true. Or there's any kind of Satanism involved. That's not true.
So, Colin, what can you tell us about Wiccan prayers?
Well, the most important thing to focus on when you're talking about Wiccan prayers is that you need to focus on the intent, like giving yourself good vibes or something. You really need to focus on the inner meaning of that. Or you really need to focus on the passion, like what it means to you or what it's going to do or how it's going to affect you. And once you have that down, you really don't need to focus on the words or the ritual itself. Those are just a medium to accomplishing the intent and passion. And so once you have that down, you can really do a spell for any situation. And you really need to pray before you do a spell, and the prayer can be to any god, any way you want to do it. It just has to have some prayer, and you really can't be, you have to use the prayer as a way to not be attached to the outcome, just as a praying to a higher force than you. You really need to acknowledge that a higher force is in this medium. And so there is such a prayer that is very old. It's the original prayer, they say, that is overall good.
Can you show it to us?
Yes. The prayer is,
May he be filled with loving kindness. May he be well. May he be peaceful and at ease. May he be happy. So, what is the word he in the prayer, and what does it mean?
well, he is kind of whoever you want it to be, really. Like, whoever you're praying to. It kind of has to be a higher force that you acknowledge can affect you in some way. So, any god you can believe in can be he, and I guess, or she in some cases. But it really, it's just the god that you're hoping that's a higher force that will push your spell, I guess.
So, Colin, can you show us a specific spell?
Yeah, I can.
The materials that you need for this spell: a piece of paper to represent earth, a pen or pencil to write your baggage on, scissors, fire, a lighter to represent fire, and a cauldron or pot to hold to burn the paper in. Step 1 for the spell of getting rid of old baggage. First, write your intention on a piece of paper. Next, crumple the paper loosely and light it on fire. Next, drop it into the cauldron and watch it burn, while thinking of all your old baggage. After it's burnt, use the scissors to mash it up into ashes. Lastly, throw the ashes onto the earth while thinking of all your intentions. Combining the fire and the earth elements is a major part of the Wiccan ritual. So, Colin, what can you tell me about spirit animals and Wiccanism?
So, spirit animals are kind of like your angelic guardian, in a sense. But they each do specific, like, each animal does a specific thing. And they kind of exist in, like, the corporal and non-corporal world. So, like, they can manifest in the actual entities of that animal, or you could just have, like, a certain spirit animal guide you, in a sense.
So, Colin, I know that you know about spirit animals, but did you know about power animals?
No, I did not.
Power animals are essentially spirit animals that come in times of grave need and danger, and they're kind of like amplified spirit animals that help you through a certain obstacle. For example, if you're going through an especially hard time, an elephant power animal may come to support you.
Ah.
What are some characteristics about Wiccan music?
Wiccan music tends to speak a lot about the elements, fire, water, earth, and air, since that's the major core of their religion is about the environment and keeping sacred the earth. And so in the rituals, like the one that you taught me before, we focused on those 4 elements, and in the music they especially focus on those aspects. They also sing a lot of chants in their songs, and they focus on minimal instrumentation because it's more based on vocals. So, Colin, are there any final aspects of Wiccanism that you want to talk about?
Well, the final quintessential aspect of Wiccanism is transfiguration, that I will show you in just one moment. So I bet you're wondering what just happened. That's transfiguration for you. I became this dog. My soul is inside this dog now. I am a dog.
The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water.
There's one problem with Transfiguration, though. I don't really know how to go back.